Hey everyone, Wild Riley here. How y'all doing? Good to see y'all again. I know it's been a little while. A lot of stuff's been going on. We've been getting kind of prepared, getting things ready, getting our house in order. Um, Canning corn, buying it on the cheap, $1 a pound, preserving it. We go through a lot of corn here. Chickens have been laying lots of eggs, so we preserved it. Southern style pickling with beet juice and peppers and things like that. So we're not going to starve here, and we're not going to be starved into submission. That's for damn sure. So um, we definitely enjoy our freedom. One of those things about freedom is being stable and having a cushion. I just wanted to bring something up. If you've submitted to the prick, the penetration of the prick, it's okay. We know we still love you. And if you've been coerced into the penetration of the prick, I'm sorry for that. It's like a high school or college girl being kind of coerced into going upstairs with somebody that she doesn't want to sleep with. You're constantly nagged and pressured into doing something that you already said no to and you didn't want to do, but because privileges have been taken away, you've been set apart from the rest of the people and treated differently, discriminated on. You submitted to the penetration of the prick. And some people feel like they have to do it because they have children to feed, they have a career that they've worked their whole life to maintain and obtain, a house, a mortgage, things like that, and their job just kind of coerced them into doing it. Some of us, that's not going to happen that way, okay? Some of us have principles, ethics, moral obligations, and we're not going to live on our knees. We're going to die on our feet if we have to. This is something that's like a cross to bear. And there's many reasons why we might not want to be coerced or submit to the penetration of the prick. And I'll leave it at that. So, a lot of us have some very important skills that are important to society. And this is to give you a little strength in your decision. Okay? If you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, if you're an engineer, a techie, whatever your job is, you work at a power plant, whatever, your skill set is very valuable. It's already hard enough to find workers as it is. And if they're going to fire you because you don't want to get penetrated by a prick, well, you maybe didn't want to work there anyway. If they're going to make the decision of what you put in your body, then take your ball and go home. What are they going to do? Now they got to find somebody new, train them. That takes time. There's a power vacuum potentially that creates chaos. So take your ball and go home, play chicken. Make sure you have the food and finances to sustain yourself for a good few months while they figure out how to replace your ass. So yeah, I'm not gonna be coerced because I'm just gonna play the game back. I'm gonna play the game the same way it's being played on me. And honestly, I'm at the age where I have enough skills to figure something else out and have enough friends that will hire me under the table or whatever. So I'm not gonna be coerced. I'm not gonna be forced to partake in a medicine that I don't believe in, honestly. So there's spiritual reasons why. There's sacred genetic reasons why. Like, pretty much the reason why we're all here is because all of our ancestors have survived whatever the world has thrown at us, whether it be genocide, whether it be natural disaster, ice ages, all the way back to the first human being, the first life form, really, if you think about it. We're here because of survivors. And so I just don't want some brand new kind of modification in, kind of installed into my DNA. I'll rather just remain the way I am, thank you. And if that ignorance it results in my death, better than the alternative. Because I'm going to pass my future and my past off onto the offspring, and onto my offspring. So I'm not going to be altered. And whether this works that way or not, that's the way I see it. Also, I have a question. Does the ends justify the means? Because once you open up this gateway, where you could be forced into doing things against your will, forced to show papers that you didn't previously have to show, your ability to travel, the ability to dine, all your different enjoyments that you've appreciated over the span of your life are going to be under the subjugation of a greater authority. It's not God. Are you going to comply with all that? Because, again, I'll just take my ball and go home. I like going to the local steak shop, steakhouse or whatever, the local pub. I like being able to go grocery shopping, grab a shopping cart and just push it through a bit. That can't and will not be held over my head to force me into engaging in things that I don't think are morally or correct at all. So, something to think about. You do want folks showing up at your door, knocking on your door like missionaries, trying to educate you and re-educate you, and then documenting how you react to these people. Maybe next time around a van shows up and they just load your whole family in it. So we all have our limitations as far as what we're willing to put up with. A lot of our limitations have been sort of crossed. We're not trying to do anything violent. We're trying to handle this in the most peaceful way possible. Unfortunately, on the other end of the spectrum, things are beginning to turn violent. And so as we continue to peacefully just turn about and do things over here and not participate over there, that's being considered a violent act on the other end. So we're not being violent. We are peacefully going about our lives, harmlessly going about our lives. The other thing, it's a relatively new phenomenon, but it's like mirroring. Now, I don't know if you have thought of this yourself, probably, because we're all thinking about stuff really deeply lately, but mirroring, I'll put something over my face, but that's not good enough. You got to put something over your face, right? Or I'll put something into my body, but that's not good enough. I need to put something into your body. It's this idea of mirroring where taking care of myself isn't enough. You need to do the same thing as I'm doing for my thing to work effectively. And it goes all through society lately, just this whole mirroring concept. It's something I'm not used to seeing, and it's only now just kind of going through my conscience. It's like this whole, what do you think about the mirroring? Everything's being mirrored. Anyway, hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Didn't want to keep this too long. I'm going to keep it kind of short. Don't be starved into submission. Prepare. Stand on your ethics. Take your ball and go home. And what's up with this whole mirroring thing?